hit me, earning close to $250,000 across his entire career. Very impressive. And spawning up to the top left-hand corner here as our Red Terran, we have Mr. NRS Krass. And plugging the Twitter, we have Mr. Krass SC2. Make sure you go and follow that. And you can also follow Grubby at @followgrubby. So
very easy to find. What's your Twitter, Krass?
What's my Twitter?
Yes.
I don't know.
Is it not at Liquid Red?
No, no. Oh, God. Not that again.
All right, Grubby. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a one-gate expand here.
Yeah.
I don't ever see anything different. On this map, Blink All-In will not be strong. But Grubby has been doing some proxy oracles versus Terran. He's had some decent success with them.
Yep.
Grubby has actually done the unthinkable. He's won a game versus Pulse with a proxy oracle after it was scouted.
That's
His
true.
proxy target got scouted. Like, how do you win from there?
Shows how good oracles are, man. You should just
lol.
You should just you should just man up and make those oracles and make sure that they get scouted. Just be like, make it hard mode. God, Todd. All right, okay, we have the command center on the way for Krass. High ground. He could have made this on the low.
Yeah, he could have, but if this gets scouted very early on, it's going to be much easier for a Protoss to put some pressure onto it. Usually you put it in your wall, and Krass not doing that here. Maybe doing a little bit of his own style. It's not too important. Yep. There is really nothing that can outright punish this, except maybe a Sase on Aniwa Cannon Rush.
Yeah. Which
we've seen work sometimes, but I think they are the only... I tried to do this on ladder.
Did you?
Yeah, I was like, these guys can Cannon Rush command center first. So can I. I tried it. I can't.
Work.
And I really, when I mean I can't, I really can't. I don't think I killed anything. I made the cannons down the ramp, and he made a bunker, and I left.
Surely the command center can just fly away. Like, isn't this a possibility? Or do you mean like when it's building? Yeah, I can't remember the game.
It's so easy to counter. They just get like a bunker and Marines.
All right, okay.
Anyway, both players scouting here. Grubby a little bit earlier, going to be able to see exactly what he's up against. Most likely, his probe should get in there before the first Marine is out. And Grubby, he's gone for the two assimilators before throwing down his Nexus, but he's only done 2+2 on them. So he's still going to have some pretty good income. He starts the Mothership Core immediately after.
See the double barracks, and, well, Grubby, for him in this matchup across his entire StarCraft 2 career, he's got around 47% win ratio, and then we have Krass currently sitting at the 44% here against Protoss. That also does include those Wings of Liberty stats, but still, it's a pretty good indicator as to what they can do. But, you know, we'll see if either player can overcome the kind of sporadic results. Krass is one of those players that you really shouldn't count out. We saw that in game number 1 against Stefano.
Yes.
He played so well, but it's Stefano. Like, he just played that little bit better. Krass can take off that game against any other Zerg, really.
Yes. Grubby on Whirlwind. I expect him to play pretty standard, go for a third base later on, and...
or he could go for a pylon down to this bottom left-hand corner.
It's Christmas.
Is it gonna happen?
Well, he made it pretty
late.
He made it really, really late, to be honest.
I don't think
it does look like he's gonna proxy a Stargate, and we might finally have the strategy here.
Yeah.
Oh, the Marine.
Oh, he's not gonna see it.
Oh, but okay, he's not gonna see the probe, so seems unlikely for Krass to be able to scout this. But yeah, I was gonna say, we usually see very standard play on this map with second base, third bases. This Stargate is on all-in. He's just gonna wanna kill some SCVs and do some economic damage to Krass. Krass he's thrown on a very quick engineering bay here. He's anticipating either Oracles or Dark Templars. And that's weird because he didn't even see the second gas. So maybe he knows that Grubby likes to go for this kind of play.
Yeah, it's certainly something in Grubby's repertoire. But again, as we said before, he does like to mix it up. So it can be a little bit hard to predict exactly what he's going to do. This Sentry almost has 100 energy, Todd. It does now have 100 energy in just a second.
Stop teasing me, man. I can't take the pressure.
And Probe's going to mic away from one Marine being harassing. And he sees double Sentry.
The probe dies.
Did it? Oh.
Yes.
Oh, it's a Phoenix!
Oh, what?
Oh,
come on!
It could have been an Oracle! Oh. Like, it's the same thing, Todd.
Unbelievable.
No, it's not the same thing.
But anyway, there is no mines in the middle line, so it's not really going to matter. Krass, he might see a hallucinated Phoenix fly into his natural and then his main, and be like, well, you know what, it's an hallucination. And then he might see just behind this the Oracle flying to his main. Whoa! He started the turret already!
Oh, wow. Well,
this should be up almost on time. Great timing here by Krass.
very, very impressive. The Oracle is on the way.
I don't think
turret.
this Oracle should not be able to get more than 2 or 3 kills.
Yeah, that's going to go down. If it's not careful, has to pull on back. Not really much health on that Oracle there. Takes a lot of damage. And, you know, there's a missile turret in the natural. Not exactly in the mineral line, though. But still quite pesky here for that Oracle to move about.
And Grubby behind this, he's invested a lot of gas into these targets. The Stargate itself plus the Oracle is quite some gas. So he's gone for the one lone forge. I know that he likes the double forge, but now he wouldn't have had enough, most likely, to support a forge and then still keep on making sentries and tech to anything else. So for the moment, he's just going to be on the one forge. He's going for a robo, probably going Colossus, knowing Grubby. And from there, try and take a third, going to Storm and going to the late game. But Krass, this is a very good map to drop. Yeah, if he goes with his entire army in front of Grubby's third base, and then Grubby is standing there, one thing you can do as Terran is fill 3 or 4 medivacs and drop in the main. And as a Protoss, how do you come back quick enough into your main to defend? You don't.
No, you don't. That's difficult to get back to. We have this Phoenix now flying around, having a little bit of a look, see what's going on. That Rubber Bay is going down along with Twilight Council as well here. So Grubby is gearing himself up for a nice little bit of tech whilst just warping in a ton of Zealots. So committing almost all of his gas here to the tech whilst just warping in a few fighting units to work.
Grubby has been doing a very good job of making probes continuously and chrono boosting them earlier in this game. So he's going to be more than 10 walkers ahead, but now is the time he needs to start cutting those probes and only make army. He's going to start level 2 ground armor and charge as well. He wants to go for Colossus behind this, but he's going to be chrono boosting those for the moment, as his Robobay will be finishing in a second. Grubby, he needs perfect defense here. If he loses a few sentry to melee, it could be very hard for him to stay in this game and win it.
He will have to have the perfect force fields to try and deny this. He does catch a lot of those units. Oh my god, there's no medevacs to lift you out of there, Terran. And that it means a lot of dead Marines. Meanwhile, though, he's actually now got those medevacs out and about. He has to actually dart on back to defend the drop that is about to attack the main. Only 2 Zealots there right now. But still, that was a lot of units lost.
Yeah, and Krass is going to be committing to lots of aggressions here. Behind this, he hasn't made a third commensurate. He's adding on 2 extra barracks. He's going to go up to 5 barracks in total.
He saw that units and then did pull up a few back. Meanwhile, that drop is going to try and hit the natural once again. And I'm not really sure how well that's actually going to work out. Photon Overcharge pushes that away instantly. And so far, no damage been taken here by Grubby.
Yeah, he hasn't lost anything, really. Going to be defending very well against those medivacs. Grubby splitting his army half and half for the moment. But Krass is going to try to exploit this by taking a third. Nicely placed observer here by Grubby on his own third, one of his potential third, and he's going to go for the other one at 6 o'clock.
Yeah, spots exactly what's going on here, sees all of this that may end up loading up and heading on into the main. He knows exactly what's going on. Fantastic scouting, and the Colossus even marches on out to greet that, and he's prepared his units entirely for that eventuality. One Marauder dies off. And
I really like what Grubby is doing here. He's going for the lone Colossus. Behind this, he's going to go for Storm, most likely. He's getting the Templar Archives right now. His priority should be taking those gases at his third base and saturating them, in which case he can make a lot of Templars and either stabilize himself to go into a fourth base in the very late game or go for a timing. But he's going to go for Blink. He's playing it very safe. You want to get at least 10 Stalkers so that you can blink around, snipe those medivacs if the Terran either retreats or drops in your main. And Grubby now starting ground weapons level 1. He's already got the ground armor level 2. He's taking his gases on his third. Okay, that's going to be early enough.
Ooh, actually, this could be a really good spot for Krass to drop his units initially, but forces on the pullback once again. Oh, feedbacks. Oh, it doesn't. Oh, well, the second feedback gets that medevac as it did regain a little bit of energy. That's when, unfortunately, those medevac pilots do not want to be gaining the energy once again.
And Grubby with the perfect defense here is going to pull ahead more than 20 supply.
Yeah.
The army supply is 71 to 51. Storm is on the way. If Grubby goes for a Storm timing and he makes enough gateways to warp in lots of units to defend back at home in case there is a drop, that's what that's it. Look what he's doing in his main. We think alike.
Yeah,
he's making lots of gateways.
This is just snowballing here for Krass. He's lost so much in comparison to Grubby. He's lost 1,500 resources more than Grubby. And Grubby, all the while during this, had his third base up and running in a very timely fashion, whilst there was a Zealot denying the creation of the third base for Krass for a little bit, killing off some of the SCVs. So Krass is it's looking hard for him at this point.
Yeah, the placement of those defensive squad here by Grubby was pristine.
Yeah.
Laris, I don't know if you agree.
Ah, yes, I would agree with pristine. Very nice. Thank you very much, Todd.
And Krass got fortunate here. Blink was about to finish. He could have lost this medivac, but he was able to escape on time. Blink 15 seconds from finishing.
Feedback, feedback. Oh, well, no, doesn't go for the feedback just yet. Could do
It's
in the
too far.
end. What do you mean it's too far? There you go. Kaboom. Bye-bye. And
Oh, you meant this one. Okay, I thought the one medivac in the middle of the map.
Ah, okay. Was there? All right.
Okay, Krass is going to have a very hard time here defending against
Yeah.
Storm. He doesn't have a single ghost. He's going to need great trade of his units. He's 1-1 against 2-1.
Oh, and he force fields him out instantly before any of this can occur. To get in there and defend that, he needs to pick up everything. But the High Templar's there to say, no, no, no.
Whoa.
Storm hits so much of that bio. 172 supply right now to 148. Krass is being dismantled here in game number 1 by Grubby as the absolute furious power of these Zealots crashes down a lot of this bio, trapped by force fields. Archons as well doing a lot of damage up to the north. And this has just been brutality.
Yeah, this is one of the best execution of Protoss versus Terran that you can do here by Grubby, doing everything right in this game. Behind this, even if he loses this army, which I don't think he will, he's getting thermal lens, he's getting more upgrades. Grubby playing brilliant in this first game.
Krass trying to scramble on back, brings out this bio, gets himself a High Templar Immortal as well as Sentry, but still, Grubby has a lot more on the way. He needs to repair his command center.
Krass does not notice. How are we going to see? Oh, okay.
He has to notice. There we go. All right, so does repair it, but will he be able to save it from wave number 2? As Grubby just decides to throw down pylons everywhere, block off every expansion, taking great precautions right now.
And at this point, I don't think it would be good to make any extra oracles here by Grubby, but maybe just one to spot the army of his opponent at all times. I guess he does have the Observer, and since he's already done some damage, it does not matter. You don't expect Krass to really be scanning for observers, but what is Krass doing? He has like some SCVs in the middle of his army. I think Grubby is going to go for the killing blow here in a second, but a medivac dropping the 6 o'clock base. Oh, big storm.
Pushes that on away. Fine and dandy here for the Protoss thus far. So many Zealots right now. He has 30 Zealots. That's almost more than his opponent's entire bio army, and that's really going to hurt him, especially if he gets hit by storms. Once again, a second storm rips through a lot of those Marines. There you go. GG for game number 1. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems that Grubby has decided to give us a